It is Sunday afternoon, July 24th, 2011. Under its stand of 1930s makework poplar trees, Semans, Saskatchewan. Looking eastward down Highway 15, Raymore's 13K that way. We're right on the boundary of stagnant ice moraine to the east and undifferentiated moraine to the west. Fertile farming country, famous for its wheat. Looking northwest up the Canadian National's main line, Tate, Nokomis, Watrous is 30 rail miles away. And looking west down Highway 15 towards Highway 20, 20k away, and north to Nokomis, 10k. Farming settlers began arriving in this area in 1904, mainly Brits from eastern Canada and from the UK. Looking north across Highway 15, the Grand Trunk Pacific surveyed the right-of-way of their main line through this neighborhood in 1906 and had it graded by 1907, and steel on by the next year. Looking east towards Raymore, 14k away, I lied. Ditches full of brome and clover. As I said, stagnant ice moraine to the east. And looking south down the access road into Semans. The population of Semans has risen to 204 in 2011, up from 195 in 2006. And looking down Main Street towards the cenotaph, the central fixture of many prairie towns, counting the dead. This is the approximate site where the Grand Trunk Pacific dropped off their portable in 1908. And raised a Type D station in 1909 at mile 92.2 of what is now CN's Watrous sub between Melville and Bigger. Looking southeast down what I imagine is Railway Avenue, Jubilee Park, dates from 1955, I would reckon. Old hose reel in the window there, early firefighting equipment. Lots of vacant lots. Evidence of fires, maybe. And the hotel, not used this year. And the facades along the westerly side, the northwest side of Main Street. Main Street is laid out perpendicular to the railway, of course, as in many prairie towns. I wonder what used to stand here. Another hotel and the last elevator. The first store opened on this town site in 1907. Semans was incorporated as a village on December 14th, 1908 and remains so. And it's also the headquarters of the RM of Mount Hope. The village's population peaked at 450 in 1921, and as of 1991 there were still 333 people in town. Progressive place. By 1916, Semans had raised a powerhouse to house 2 engine generator sets that had been acquired from the Regina jail. There's the old post office. Post office was incorporated, or was opened here rather, on October 12th, 1908. By 1928, the power grid had been hooked into one reaching out from Nokomis. Looking southeast, And looking northwest, not much activity this Sunday afternoon. It's almost dinner time, I guess. A couple of antique tractors sitting outside a false front building there. Beautiful overstory. Elms and poplars planted in the 1930s. Beautiful. And Semans is in Saskatchewan Rough Rider country. Still has a real post office, as Semans. This is the schoolhouse from 1909 to 1918. The school district was established in 1909. Oh, I wonder what sod that broke. Don't know what church this was. And the last elevator. By 1955, there was lots of elevators here. Searle, National, Lake of the Woods, Parish and Heimbeck, Saskatchewan Wheat Pool A and B. Today there's only that Saskatchewan, the former Saskatchewan Wheat Pool elevator, and built in 1967. Crib annexes are from 1956 and 1957. And here is that Type D station, I presume. Don't know when it was moved off railway property. And the schoolyard. School was closed in 2004. Kids all go to Raymore or Nokomis now in school. Semans, Saskatchewan.